Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are reviewing Smile. Now, I am not very familiar with horror as a genre. I don't watch many of them unless there's one that's really raved about, just because I think it's probably the genre with so many more misses than hits. And I'm very much looking forward to Barbarian later this month. But I was pleasantly surprised by this film. I thought it was very effective, not perfect, and I think it loses its way a bit in the second half, but for the most part I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought the editing, the cinematography, the sound design and the score were just all fantastic and really helped set up that ambience and sense of dread. I thought Sosie Bacon was the absolute MVP. She had to be to kind of carry you through this character's journey, prolonging disintegration of sense of self and mind, and a very tragic journey to witness a character so rooted in kind of the sciences, question everything about her understanding of it and succumb to this more supernatural threat. I'm not easily scared, but there were a couple of jump scare moments that, even though you know they're coming, do get you. There's a few moments where you kind of know exactly what's about to happen, but there's still a sense of just perpetual unease because of the context that you're in. In fact, the birthday party scene fairly early on was probably one of the most intense for me. It always really impresses me when filmmakers can elicit horror from kind of the daylight settings where you're surrounded by a group of people and you kind of have this atmosphere where everything feels safe, and they still manage to kind of pull the rug out from under you. Even though you sense that the scene's not right and it's building to something, that was a really effective little set piece in this film. I do think it becomes very generic and bogged down in the second half, when the inevitable kind of journey of finding out what this threat is and uncovering how to stop it. Once that kicks in and the film becomes more about the plot and empowering the main character to defeat this entity, that's when it starts to feel very cliche laden, very seen this a million times before, and it becomes a little less engaging. Whereas I think the build up and the gradual establishing of this threat is very well done, and it is a bit of a shame that it succumbs to those more generic character journeys and tropes as it moves forward to the finale. I've read a few reviews and spoken to quite a few people who've said it's very unoriginal and heavily derivative of films. A film called It Follows, which I haven't seen, so I can't comment, and maybe I enjoyed this film more because I haven't seen those. But I, for one, found it very effective. And I think there's always an element of underwhelming anticlimax when you have to reveal the pure form of an entity or a spirit. More often than not, it's better to not know, and that kind of unease and dread and mystery is what makes the first half of this film so effective, and what ultimately makes the second half of the film and the payoff less effective. And I appreciate the decision to kind of root the film in a character's journey rather than just the need to kind of scare you at every opportunity. Even if it doesn't quite work overall in the film. But I enjoyed Smile, probably a 7 out of 10 for me, I think. I'm not planning on watching Halloween Ends, but I have a feeling it's just probably going to be a million times better than that. So if you've seen it, let me know what you guys think. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It's always a huge help for me. And in the meantime, we will see you for the next review.